All right, perfect.
And we're live. So what do you want to talk about?
Well, my biggest contention is, your understanding or philosophy.
My friend, I'm going to ask you a point blank question. Have you read a goddamn book yet? Because you've been arguing with me about not reading books.
Why would I?
Have you actually sat down? Why wouldn't you?
A book when I can study from the dogs? Why read a book when I can study from the dog?
Devin, the psychology will make you far better. Okay. So if you want to talk about behavior, so do me a favor and define the word behavior for me. What is a behavior?
I've defined this for you before. It's an organism.
Let's do it.
Organism's response to an environmental stimulus, which I think is a shitty definition. It's a shitty definition.
So what?
To be honest with you.
Okay, so define the word aggression. What is aggression? Where does it come from?
Well, aggression is the highest form of communication.
What is it? Define it.
In what context?
What is aggression?
I would say it's...
What is reactivity?
Well, reactivity is just a natural impulse when something in the environment presents itself and the dog reacts to it.
That's not a definition. What is reactivity? What causes reactivity? What causes aggression? What is reactivity and aggression?
Again,
it's your fucking fight and flight response. That's all it is. What causes the fight and flight response?
No, that's the problem. You think all aggression is
that's the problem. If you don't read books, Kevin, you will never understand this. Do you have free will when it comes to your behavior? Can you control the way you act? Can a dog?
You believe you don't have free will, and that's
it's nothing to do. It's nothing to do with belief. Every major behaviorist in the past, B.F. Skinner, Sigmund Freud, even Jack Panksepp, puts limitations on free will. All of these psychologists would tell you that you do not have free will when it comes to how you behave. Your mind is not involved in your behavior. It's all controlled by the limbic system, period, end of sentence. So what causes aggression or activity?
That's an argument from authority. Just because they said it doesn't make
That's not an argument from authority. You cannot create psychology, Kevin, and not use your own psychology. If you're going to call yourself a behaviorist, if you're working in behavior, then you need to follow a psychologist. This is a serious problem in dog training. You can't make up psychology.
I've never called myself a behaviorist. I don't call myself
You work with behavior. Okay?
No.
Dog trainers are supposed to create abnormal behaviors. Behaviorists work with behaviors.
No. I work to build a relationship between dog and owner. That's the problem. That's the root cause of all the issues.
But the thing of it is, if you would sit down and read a book, one book, and I've been begging you to read a book.
Why would I need to read a book?
It will make you so much better. So again, what is aggression and what is reactivity?
How have I had so much success without reading the books? Why would I need to read
You know what? It's your definition of success. That's the problem. It's always trainers' definition of success. My definition of success is a dog in a bloody dog park. Okay? Off leash, no tools, no nothing.
And my dog, I have more hours than you or anybody else in this community does with my dog off leash at the pet store, near busy streets, at the dog park. So, and why is it that you showed a video with you and Monty out in the street with no tools? Great, I love it. But there was a section where it cut. You had coffee in a bag. We didn't see what happened between you going to get the coffee. It was like a whole section of it was missing. Why hide shit? Why hide shit?
I'm not hiding nothing. I'll do another video for you if you want. Not a problem.
Do a live stream.
I don't hide shit.
Do a live stream. Do a live stream.
Okay.
That's the thing.
So let's get back to the word aggression. What is aggression, Kevin? Define the word. What causes aggression?
What does defining words do to actually solve the problem?
If you and I went to a court of law, definitions are important. So what is aggression? If you want to talk about aggression, cortisol leads to aggression. Something causes the emotion of fear, anger, anxiety, which leads to the behaviors. The only thing that psychology is concerned about is something. The psychology doesn't give a shit about behaviors. So why are dog trainers always focused on not behaviors? I don't care about behaviors. When I go to a backyard,
and I don't focus on behavior either. I focus on the root cause of the behavior.
And what is the root cause of aggression? What are the possible root causes of aggression?
It depends on the context. That's the problem. It's not all.
Give me a list. Give me a list.
Well, I have a better question. Is the aggression...
No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Give me a list of things that can cause aggression.
Is the aggression rooted in dominance or insecurity? That's my first question.
Give me a list.
You have resource guarding. You have...
Okay, so what causes resource guarding?
It depends on the context.
Give me a list.
A list of what?
Possible reasons for resource guarding. Give me a list of possible reasons for aggression. Give me a list of possible reasons for reactivity.
I'll give you one recently. I worked with the dog Clark, and Clark developed serious resource guarding because his owners were led down the path of positive reinforcement, and all they did, they were very passive like you with their dog, and all they did was treat him here, treat him there. Oh, good boy. Learn the commands, use a treat for everything, and it led Clark to believe that he controlled the hierarchy. He's in charge. So when he became a teenager and those hormones kicked in, he started attacking the family anytime they broke one of Clark's rules, and most of it involved him having food items. So when people would get like 10 feet away from Clark, he'd attack them.
That's still not a cause. What is the cause of it?
The cause was a dog who believes it runs the house. That's the cause. A dominance.
The cause is emotions. The cause is cortisol.
Dominance. No, dominance. The mentality of the dog.
Define the dog. Define what dominance is. No dictionary. What is dominance?
Power and influence over others. That's dominance.
Exactly. Does that mean physical?
It can be physical.
It can be. It doesn't mean physical. Is it necessary to get physical?
It depends on the context. Should
a human being get dominant with a dog?
Absolutely.
I don't need to.
And this is why this is why you have a dog with separation anxiety. This is why you.
This is with separation anxiety.
Yeah, but then you wanted to say, "Oh, I lied so I could get Dale to."
Oh yeah, I beat the shit out of Dale. What do you mean?
That means you lied to your audience too, though. That means you lied to your audience, which you don't seem to care about. You lied to your audience.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about Dale McCluskey. I don't give a shit about Dale McCluskey. Dale McCluskey is already finished.
If you're going to put out a video which lies to your audience, then it means you don't give a fuck about your audience either.
You know what? I'm not here for people please people. Okay? Dale McCluskey is washed up. He's finished. I don't know why you guys are still arguing. I don't know why you guys are still arguing.
You're the one that wants to help dog owners, but if you don't give a shit about people in your audience, well, that's the
conversation. You see, so what is radical behaviorism? The entire system of dog training blames B.F. Skinner for the quarters of dog training. Okay,
listen, Robert. Listen, I know all about that. Listen, we don't. Yep. Why would Skinner? Here's the thing. If anything Skinner said was that important, then how come when it comes to species variation, there are different sets of behaviors socially within different species, like the difference between wolves and dogs.
Psychology doesn't care about behaviors. Psychology doesn't give a shit about behaviors, Kevin.
No, I'm saying the way they interact. Say if all behavior was the same, if all the root cause of behavior was the same, then how come there's differences in the way wolves interact?
This is why I'm asking you. Give me a list of possible causes that lead to aggression.
I just told you.
What are possible causes? Okay, what are more?
The dog is dominating the people it lives with. That is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Can you show me one case where you have solved long-term resource guarding, a dog that actually attacks the family? Do you have one case of this?
Yeah.
No, I mean start to finish the whole process and an update and a follow-up from those owners, the testimony saying, yeah, Robert, actually, we solved this problem in a year. And
you were in the group.
I can't.
You were in the group.
You booted me after like a day because you blame me for promoting dog training, which I never fucking.
You were.
No, I wasn't.
Your comments are still in the group, Kevin. Do you really want to fight with this?
Please release the screenshots.
Okay, I'll do it later on. Hold on. The problem is you keep asking me for follow-ups, but the problem is in the group, I'm helping people remotely. It's not me that's helping the dog. It's the dog owners that are actually working with their dog. I'm only giving them a bloody recipe. They're baking the cake. And you can see the follow-ups in all the group.
And why do
this is not a valid argument.
I've had so many people come from your
well, you know what? Join the group.
They couldn't be helped. They could not
join the group. Join the group and ask one question, Kevin.
You already kicked me out.
You asked. Well, you know what? Join it again. Join it again. You want to go through all this again? Join it again.
Yeah, I'll join it
so again, let's get back to the idea, the concept of aggression and reactivity. What are more reasons for aggression and reactivity? I can give you 10 off the top of my head.
If you can't acknowledge that dominance is one of them, then you don't know dogs.
You know what? Dogs can get dominant with each other, okay? People can get dominant with each other. I don't get dominant with dogs.
Where's the proof that dominance cannot be interspecies? Where's the proof of that?
Why is it necessary? This is what you define leadership.
No. You can't go on and on about science and evidence and everything being rooted in what you proclaim as the truth and not give a fuck about evidence. It doesn't work.
It's not me that's proclaiming the truth. This is the science.
No, you want to base everything you say in science, but evidence goes hand in hand with science. So you can't. If I ask,
okay, so again,
how do you prove that dominance cannot be interspecies? And you want to say, well, why do I need that? No. Science
again, that's your definition of leadership. What is your definition of leadership? Define leadership.
Leadership is an all-encompassing skill set. It's not one thing.
That's not a definition. I
don't give a fuck. Leadership is one. It is a skill set which encompasses many different things.
So, if we're going to talk, this is the problem. See, what is aggression? Give me examples of things that lead to aggression.
I already did, and it's not good for you.
Listen, let's talk about root cause. Just hear me out for a second, okay? If I get a toothache, that's going to lead me to have an emotion called anger, anxiety, whatever have you. Those emotions will lead to a behavior. What is the cause? The toothache. You fix the freaking tooth. The emotion as a result doesn't need to exist anymore. The emotion called anger and emotion and or anxiety don't exist anymore, and the behaviors disappear on their own. This is called extinction in psychology. Once you fix the root cause, the toothache, guess what? The emotion doesn't need to exist. The behaviors don't need to exist. They go away on their own.
Well, then let me ask you a question. If I have a dog who is on the couch and a dog gets near it and it growls and asserts itself to that dog, and you're going to say that's dominance to the dog, but then I get near the dog on the couch and it growls at me for the same exact fucking reason, then...
So why is the dog growling?
Well, if it's guarding the couch... then obviously...
Why is it guarding the couch?
Because the dog believes it controls the couch. That's the problem.
How do you know?
I'm just giving you an example because you have asked for examples multiple times, which I've already given you one. But what I'm saying is if dominance cannot be interspecies, then how is it asserting dominance to the dog but not to the human? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
You see, what trainers don't understand, radical behaviorism, the entire thing about radical behaviorism is replace dog with human child.
You didn't answer the question. Answer the fucking question. Why is it dominance to the dog but not to the human? Please answer that.
What is it about dominance?
No. You said dogs can
if a dog growls, if a dog growls at you, if a dog growls, is that dominance?
It can be, yeah.
Is it always dominance?
Not always, but it can be.
Does it require dominance to affix?
Yes.
Why?
Because dogs are creatures of hierarchy.
So that's your definition of leadership.
Leadership.
And you don't want to, you see, this is the problem.
There is not one trait that I could use to define leadership. It is all encompassing.
Listen, stop. If we're going to have a discussion, we're going to have a discussion. We're not doing this.
No. Okay? You can't just dodge my questions and then expect me to answer yours. Don't fucking work that way. So why is it dominance to the dog, but not to the human?
If I dominated you, would you like it?
I wouldn't accept it.
Why would a dog accept it?
Because there's a proper way to dominate.
They're going to be forced to, right? There's going to be forced to fucking accept it, right? That's the problem.
No.
Oh, yeah. You know damn well.
No. Listen, you have clips of you asserting yourself to a dog, telling it to go away, which is... that would be a form of dominance. You are asserting yourself.
What clips?
To the dog.
What clips?
The clip of you where you forced Monty to be smelled by the other dog in the backyard, and then that dog got close to you, and because you were trying to go back in the house, and you stood up and held your finger and said, "Go away."
That was Bentley. The shepherd.
Yeah, that's called asserting dominance.
Yep. You know why I did that?
Because you were trying to get back in the house.
No, I never went in the house in the first place.
You were trying to get back in the house. Shall we look at the clip? You were trying to go back in the house.
If you're talking about Bentley, there was no house. I was never in the house. I was in the garage.
It was in the backyard.
Yeah, that's the one you made a video of. I never went into the house first and last. I don't go into people's houses.
It was in the back. Yeah, and this is the thing you don't understand. You seem to think that dogs barking in their backyard is insecure. Oh, they're all insecure when dogs are territorial.
You can hear it. This is the problem. You think
they're territorial creatures. Can you acknowledge that dogs are territorial creatures?
No.
Why?
Why would a dog be scared? Anxiety is also known as fear. Why would a dog be scared?
If a dog's barking at its fence because an intruder or a stranger is approaching the fence, do you really think that that is some abnormality or the dog's insecure. The dog
Again, you can watch my videos.
Instincts.
Yeah, they call it barrier aggression, but guess what? Once you remove the barrier, guess what? The dog runs away always. Why?
Is that dominance? You've gotten bit walking through the backyard.
When I stick my fingers where they don't belong, I can show you all kinds of bite videos because it's my own damn fault. Okay?
Yeah, because
I stick my fingers where they don't belong and I disrespect the dog.
Going into a fucking dog's backyard, do you really think they're going to take that kindly?
I have never been bitten by a dog that I didn't disrespect. Okay? Every time I got bit, it was my own damn fault.
It was a pit bull where you opened it was a wooden gate and you opened it and he bit you through the fucking gate.
Exactly. I stuck my hands where it didn't belong.
Exactly.
Did you see me running away?
Territorial instincts. Because you're a stranger.
Once, when I removed the barrier, what happened? When I removed the barrier that time, what happened, Kevin? The dog ran away in fear. But this, according to you, was all dominance.
No. There's a difference between a dog being defensive and a dog being scared.
A dog, he was scared. Oh, even Dale had a big old go at that. But I still moved forward. As soon as I removed the bloody barrier, what happened? The dog ran away.
Why would you go into a dog's backyard as a complete stranger?
That's the way I work with things.
Do you not understand the dog is going to perceive you as an intruder? Do you not understand?
As a negative reinforcement.
So why not go through the fucking house with the...
Do you know what negative reinforcement is?
Go through the house into the backyard and not be perceived as an intruder. Wouldn't that make more sense?
I'm not going through nothing. I do things my way. Whether you like it or not, that's not my problem.
Wait a minute, though. I thought this was about the science. You can't just do it your way. You got to follow the science. And there's no science.
I am following the science.
Since you can't
just science.
Where
Jesus Christ.
Proof that
you know what? If you don't let me talk, I'm going to put you on fucking mute. Okay? Shut up and let me talk for a second.
You want to talk
Shut up.
But
I'm going to put you on fucking mute. You see this? Just the whole thing. You want to run fucking rim shot. I'm not doing this, Kevin.
No,
I'm doing understanding.
I'm pointing out your bullshit is what I'm doing.
My bullshit.
Yeah.
So let's see you fucking do it. Let's see me the dog the way I do. I do it under strict terms.
Listen, I would never go into a dog's backyard as
well, why not?
Never do that.
Why not?
I would go into a dog's backyard by myself through the house. Yeah.
Why?
Do that. When the owner is gone, I need to see the real dog. But I'm not.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sitting
in the fucking backyard though.
This is the worst case scenario because I want to see the dog at the bloody worst. That's the reality.
Yeah, but
so again, let's get back.
Backyard is stupid.
Can you please stop and let me fucking talk for a second?
Don't like being dominated, huh? Oh, I see. Okay.
No, I don't like being fucking dominated. Okay, you wouldn't like being fucking dominated either.
Well, you can't see.
So stop and shut up.
You know, I have to allow the dominance.
I'm gonna fucking put you on mute. There's no having a conversation with you. That's the reality. This is not a conversation.
No, we're having.
Now let's get back to the dog because I can bring up the video right now. Would you like me to show it to the live right now?
I just wanted you to provide evidence.
Happened?
Of that
I stuck my fingers where they didn't belong, and I took a fucking correction. That's the lessons in respect you don't soon forget. But I still move forward. I still went into the yard. What was the result?
Listen, if a dog backs up and acts defensively, it doesn't mean it's afraid.
He's not getting defensive.
Yeah,
he never got fucking defensive. He kept moving away.
Yeah, if a dog barks and backs up, that is defensive behavior. Right?
That's called insecurity.
Listen, no, that's a dog who doesn't have the strength to actually move forward and listen.
You're showing that you haven't read books,
Kevin. What about the clip where you were in the garage with that pit bull, and that pit bull went full force and fucking knocked you on your ass, and conveniently the clip.
It didn't knock me on my ass.
That's a dog that had the conviction and the strength of mind to follow through and say, "I'm not."
You see, the problem is you're not getting enough full context. I met Kane. You're talking about Kane, the Cano Corso. When I met Kane in the garage the first time, he was so fucking scared he pissed on the floor and tried to crawl into the couch. I set that up to show why I do not want the owners there. Because as soon as the owner was there, all of a sudden Kane grew a set of balls and he came at me. Do you think that bothers me? I don't have any gear.
I don't have the owner present, but I wouldn't just walk through the fucking gate in the backyard. I would go through the
Well, you know what? That's the way I do things. I want to surprise the dog, and I want the dog to be
retarded. It's so fucking retarded to do it that way.
Well, you know what? That's your opinion, not mine. Well, this is how I work.
Again, how many clients where you do things that way? How many clients can you provide updates? Can you provide testimony? Can you provide
Kevin,
anything?
You can see
anything. I
have assessments, and then I have dog park. Dog park is the second assessment. Do you see any problems with the dogs? These are dogs that are heading for euthanasia. Okay? Do you see any problems? I'm actually showing the assessment in the backyard. The second set of video is the actual assessment in a dog park. Most of these dogs are off leash within 2 or 3 hours. This is what I define as success. I don't dominate dogs. I don't need to dominate dogs. This is the reason why you don't read fucking books. If you would read the psychology, it would make you better.
You don't have enough of a track record of success to be able to make that claim.
Really?
Yeah, you don't.
Over the course of 15 years, and again, you were in the group. I'd asked you to post a question, ask dog owners point blank, dogs that I haven't even met, to ask them the follow-ups, but you didn't do it.
You booted me out, and you even said, "Hey, everybody."
Oh, you know what? Let's do a reset. Let's do a reset. Let's do a reset.
Invite me back in because I've got people coming from those Facebook groups asking me for help because your shit couldn't help them, and there are people watching right now that fall into that.
Give me some names. Give us some names.
I'm not giving you any fucking names. I'm not. I don't.
Yeah. Yep. Of course not.
No. Listen.
You make all these claims that you can't verify.
I posted a video of one of those individuals, and you wanted to say it was Mishy. You made up some lies saying it was Mishy, pretending to be somebody else. No, that was my client in Australia, and I just went to Australia to help them out.
So what?
Your fucking bullshit couldn't help them. They didn't get any help from you or Mark.
Really?
Yes.
Which video is it?
Oh, it's Mishy Kessel lying through her teeth. It wasn't fucking Mishy Kessel. All right. Somebody completely different.
Again, like seriously, this is the whole thing. I work things a certain way because I want to surprise the dog. I'm doing a worst case scenario here. Okay? And you can watch the bloody assessment in the backyard. You can watch the trust being built, and then the second assessment is in the dog park. A dog park, Kevin.
Now,
because that's what the owner wants.
The dog park isn't. It's one component. What about at the store or in public? Or
it's the same friggin' things.
Or in the house. We never see it in the house. Why not? Why not in the house?
The problem. Just stop and listen to me for a second, okay? These videos that I produce, they were never meant to be shown publicly. This is a service that I offer to dog owners. I want them to see every aspect. And more importantly, when they're watching through the window with me working with their dog, it's like them watching YouTube. More importantly, I want them to see the dog from my perspective. From my point of view, because that camera is like a foot below my eyes, okay? Now, there's certain videos that people allow me to use. This is what you're seeing. This is not meant for public use. There's certain videos that they will let me show. There's certain videos that will not let me show. And I got to respect that. I've got great video that I cannot put up online because the owners don't want them there because they're known fucking dogs that have already bitten.
And this
is what you don't understand. The videos that I'm putting up were never meant for public viewing.
I do understand because I ask every client before I post a session if they want me to or not. I don't dishonor their request.
So
my point, though,
what do you see wrong?
Like with Clark, let me give you an example. Like with Clark, you could take Clark to the dog park and he was perfectly fine, but it was in the house where all the problems were. So how come we don't see any of that?
Because I don't work in people's houses. I don't show video in people's houses.
Though. That's where the problems live.
The problem, oh my God. Once the owner develops a solid relationship and they start to trust, all the problems go away.
No, they trust.
All the behaviors go extinct on their own.
If that was true, then how come there are people you can't fucking help that come to me?
Give me a list of fucking names.
I'm not going to give you names. I just gave you.
Of course not.
I just gave you an example. No.
You can state whatever you want.
Where you said it was Mishy. There's one example right there, and I'm not going to name names.
You were making claims that you can't back up, that you won't back up.
I just backed it up.
Why should I believe you?
Video showing this, and you wanted to say,
give me the client name. If that person is in the group, guess what? If you're going to make claims that you can't fucking substantiate, don't make claims.
I can't see the live chat, but I'm telling you, there are people watching this right now who fall into that category, and if they want to say so, then they're more than welcome to.
Yeah. But again, you can't make unsubstantiated claims. Give me a name. Send me a name privately, an email.
I just gave you a fucking video showing the message I got from one person, which was not Mishy Kessel. You made up a lie saying it was Mishy Kessel, which you don't have proof to back that up.
Send me the name privately. I want to see who's in the group. I want to see where you came from. If you're going to make claims, I can prove your claims, right or wrong.
I already made the video, and you wanted to say
give me a name.
Who it was? I'm not giving any.
Give me a name.
I don't disrespect my clients like that.
Yeah.
Unlike you want to post fucking Zoom calls you had with what was her name? Because she pissed you off.
It wasn't pissed off.
No, you wanted to say she aligned herself with frauds and liars, so therefore you put out her Zoom call Probably against Ulysses.
I know exactly who you're talking about. That's Alex. She was in the group preaching the science of B.F. Skinner. Oh yeah, everything helped her. And you don't realize, but Alex Dittman, she actually worked for what's his name out in the
Alex.
UK.
It wasn't Alex. It was somebody else.
It was Alex. That was the only podcast that I ever set public.
It wasn't Alex. It was somebody else. You can't even remember.
Well, you know what?
You spew so much bullshit. You can't even keep the lies straight. Jesus Christ. If I'm so wrong, Robert, then why is it that I have more evidence than you, Dale, or the majority of people in this community with my dog in not just the dog park, fuck the dog park, in the pet store where other dogs are barking at her, making noise. I got her near busy streets. I've got her in all different types of forest preserves. I got her,
like I say,
environment you can think of, which you're the one that says, oh, you remember the Petunia the Pitbull video I posted, and you moved the goalpost and you said, oh, well, this is great, but now how does she do in pet stores? And well, I provided all of that and you conveniently ignored it.
Again, owners are in control. If they don't want me to post a video, I can't. I tell you what, I'll send you some video. I'll send you some private video.
Most of the people that I work with, because they become successful through my guidance, they are ecstatic about sharing the work. So to me, the
problem is
it's very suspicious.
The problem for me, the dogs that I work with are heading for euthanasia. Guess what? The owner, these are known dogs. They do not want their dogs online. I can send you videos. I can send you videos privately.
Clark was one of those dogs, and Clark's owners. The caveat for that was they just didn't want me to use his name. So they let me.
Okay, so let's back up a second. So you use dominance, I do not. Okay, and you for some reason feel that's wrong.
But you do though, and you don't admit it. You do use dominance.
What dominance am I using?
I just gave you an example where you snapped your finger and told the dog to go away. That is, you are asserting dominance.
That's your definition of dominance. And why did I do that?
Power and influence over. You are asserting dominance.
Why did I do it in the video? You're talking about the video with the Aussie Shepherd. Why did I do it?
I don't think it was an Aussie Shepherd. It was the one you forced Monty to be smelled by, which according to you,
that's the one. That's Bentley.
You're the one that said forcing a dog to do anything makes you an asshole. Well, you forced Monty to be smelled by that dog, which makes you a fucking asshole.
Okay, if that makes me an asshole, go for it. Monty is so used to doing that. I've done it right from day one because he didn't even know how to sniff a bum. He was 5 years old when I got him. Yeah, I encouraged him to do it. I would actually pick him up and stick his nose in a dog's ass.
But you are saying forcing a dog that makes you a hypocrite. You're saying don't force dogs to do things, but you forced Monty to be smelled by that other dog, and then you stood up, snapped your finger, and told him to go away. Now you're asserting dominance, which according to you, dominance isn't interspecies, but you conveniently can't provide any evidence to back that up. So, but you want to say everything's rooted in science.
You focus on dominance. So again, let's get back.
I'm the one that's supposed to read the books. Okay, sure.
Yep. Okay, so again, let's get back to free will. Do you believe you have free will?
No. How come you can't answer any of that? How come you can't reconcile any?
We're not going to reconcile that. I don't work with dominance. Okay, I do not work the way you do.
I'm saying
that's the reality.
But you don't want to acknowledge that you do it.
So what? If that's the worst you got on me, Kevin, then go for it. You can blast me all you want.
No, I'm saying the math ain't mathin'. That's what I'm saying.
The math ain't mathin'. Okay, you know what? You can blast me whatever you want. Go for it. If you want to call it dominance, go for it. If that's your definition of dominance, go for it. Okay.
Because somebody has to be in charge, right? Somebody has to be in charge.
I'm not in charge.
Well, your dog certainly
can't. I'm working with the dog. I am working with the dog as a partner.
There ain't no such thing as a 50-50 partnership with a fucking animal.
Well, you know what?
With a dog. It don't work that way.
Yep. Again, radical behaviors and replace the dog with a kid. But that's something you don't understand. I have
videos talking about the parent-child dynamic being very similar to the human-dog relationship in the fact that we are there to guide, lead, and...
We're talking about behaviors. We are talking about behaviors.
I thought you didn't
causes of... You said you didn't. The causes... It's about the causes of behaviors. The causes of your behaviors. The causes of your behavior is no different from the causes of any animal. When it comes to behaviors, you're no different from a bloody pigeon. That's the science. That's proven.
Can you acknowledge that there is more than one cause of the same behavior?
Exactly. But again, I asked you point blank. Give me a list of causes for aggression. You gave me one.
Dominance is one. Insecurity can be another. Fear can be
another. It is another.
Medical can be another.
Yeah. So what is how does it lay out? If it was medical, again, you got a toothache. You get a toothache.
This is the thing. I have to take it case by case. I can't give you general fucking answers like out of a book because I learned from the dog in front of me. I have to assess that dog and the root cause.
But again, if you would read the psychology, it would make you better, Kevin. This is what I'm trying to ask.
What better could it make me? How much? What possible way could it make me better when I'm studying the dog, not the fucking book?
Yep. The book will tell you that you don't need dominance. The book will tell you that you don't. The book will tell you that the dog can't help how to behave.
And yet, I live in the real world and realize that that's a fairy tale. That's fairy tale.
There's no. Can you let me speak for a second?
Go ahead. Rob.
Okay. Something is causing the emotion that causes the behavior. Again, a toothache will cause me to show aggression and anxiety and fear, anger. That's going to lead to a behavior.
That would be a medical
Something is causing the emotion that leads to behavior. Again, psychology doesn't give a shit about the behavior, only the cause.
And what if the owner's weakness and passivity is what causes the dog to be assertive and dominant? What about that cause? Where the dog says, I'm surrounded by weaklings, and therefore I must dominate. I must lead this group because nobody's doing it.
What makes you think that the dog is doing that? That's what your interpretation of it is.
Watch the video I did with Clark, and you tell me that dog didn't think he ran the fucking house.
Do you think the dog trusts the owner?
No.
That's the whole problem. Why not? Why doesn't the dog trust? Because that's where you start.
Do you think simply trusting would solve a issue rooted in a lack of respect?
Yes.
No, it wouldn't.
I see it all the time. That's all I do. I'm waiting for the dog to learn to trust me. When I walk into a backyard, I'm in negative reinforcement.
I don't see the.
Can you please let me talk for a second?
Go ahead.
This is the whole thing with psychology. Positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement. Positive reinforcement removes negative reinforcement. Negative reinforcement removes positive reinforcement. And when a dog is showing aggression and reactivity, fight and flight, that is the dog's positive reinforcement. That is the psychology. That is the science. And the science will tell you point blank that you and I are no different from the pigeon when it comes to our behavior.
Okay, you want to talk about science. What about the study done in the Messerly Research Institute in Austria, Vienna, where they had lab-raised wolves and lab-raised dogs, and they raised both of these groups, and the conclusion of that study was that wolves they're more cooperative and dogs form strict linear dominance hierarchies. That was their conclusion after that study. What about that science? Don't you want to acknowledge that science?
I can't comment on the science. I haven't read it. Send it to me.
I'll send it to you.
Exactly. Then we can do this again.
Okay. But that was
a lab-raised. The problem is a lab-raised animal. The problem with a lab-raised.
Go ahead, Robert. Go ahead.
The problem with a lab-raised animal is that it's a sterile environment. So if I took a mouse that's generationally raised in a freaking lab, okay, put it in a cage with an escape route, and put negative reinforcement like a hungry cat in the cage with it, what's going to happen?
Well, the cat will probably eat the mouse.
Exactly. Why? Because the mouse never learned that the cat is something to escape from. The mouse never learned that the cat is a negative reinforcement.
Well,
that's the whole science.
There's one problem with this, though, Robert. Why, if that's the case, and it's a controlled environment, then how come the wolves had a different?
It's not a controlled environment. It's a sterile environment.
No, it's a controlled environment. Why did the wolves have a different? The social interactions were different than the dogs. If that what you're saying is the end all be all when it comes to those sorts of studies.
That's the whole thing. It's all about negative reinforcements. That's what Skinner was doing in his lab. He was actually using shock as a negative reinforcement because there's no natural negative reinforcements in a lab.
Answer the question though. Why do wolves behave differently than dogs?
Again, I don't know what study you're talking about. I need to see it. I can't comment on it.
I know, but what I'm saying.
You're asking me to comment on something I haven't read.
If what you're saying is true, though, well, then why would there be a difference between the behavior in two?
Again, I can't make comments on a study I haven't met. I haven't read. Send me the study.
Their conclusion lines up.
I don't care what their conclusions are. I want to read the study myself.
I'll send you the study. What I'm saying is their conclusion lines up with what I see in dog-to-dog behavior.
There's no sense in talking about something that I haven't read yet. So you know what? Send me the study. I will read the study, and then we can talk about it again. Not a problem. Yeah, but I'm not going to talk about things that I don't know about.
But would you? Okay, let's say you read it.
I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with anything. You're talking about a study I haven't read.
No, I'm saying.
Send me the study. Send me the study.
I'm saying if you read it and it checks out,
I will read it. There's no sense in talking about it right now and alive.
Then can you acknowledge that dominance?
I'm not acknowledging shit.
We would need.
Send me the study first. Send me the study first, and we can talk about it.
No, I'm saying hypothetically. Let's say you read
I don't care about hypotheticals.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, even in the article written about that study, they said
I haven't read the fucking article. Send me the article.
I'm going to tell you something about the article. In the article, they said
I don't want you to I don't want to know anything about the article. Send me the article so I can come to my own conclusions. You're not going to poison the article by talking about it.
You get so emotional. Why? Why are you getting so emotional?
I don't care.
I'm just saying that in the article.
You're asking me to discuss an article I haven't read. Let's not bother discussing an article. Send me the article. Send me the article, and I will read it.
I'm not asking you to discuss it. I just want to say something about it. In the article, they had said
there's no sense.
They had said that this idea that humans don't fit into this social hierarchy with the dogs we live with, it needs to be re-examined because we very clearly.
I don't care. Send me the article. I will read it, and we'll do another live.
Okay.
You're asking me to discuss things that I haven't read, and I'm asking you to discuss things that you bloody haven't read.
No, I wasn't asking you to discuss it. I just wanted to say something about it. That's all.
I can't put any friggin' opinion or view on an article I haven't read, so send me the article. I will read the article, and we can follow up.
Okay.
This is a ridiculous part of all this stuff. You want to talk about things that I haven't read?
No, I just wanted to say something about it. I just wanted to.
Okay.
I wanted to propose evidence that is science. It's science, right? You want to be all about science.
Again, you're talking about evidence. I haven't read the damn thing. You want me to talk about something? Send me the article, and I will read it, and then we can discuss it after the fact. It's not that hard, Kevin.
You can't cherry pick the science, though. And that's the thing is you want to say this science is the truth, but the science that would not corroborate what you believe. Well, no, let's just push that to the side.
Again, you're bringing up stuff that I haven't read. You're asking me to provide an opinion on something I haven't read, and I can't do that.
You're so angry about me.
I'm not getting angry
about it. Yeah, I just wanted to say something that they said in the article, and you're trying to stop me from doing it.
Again, you're asking me to discuss something I haven't read. Send me the article, and I will read the article, and we can follow up with it. I'll even send you an email after the fact about my opinions of it or beliefs about it. Okay, not a problem.
Now answer the question I asked earlier of if a dog growls at another dog for getting close to it on a couch, and the human goes near it on the couch and it growls at the human, how is it dominance to the dog but not to the human?
Why is it dominance?
I'm saying if it were rooted in dominance. Why
if it were rooted? Again, we're talking about ifs.
Yeah, but you're saying that only dog to dog interactions can be dominance, but dog to human interactions there can't be dominance. And I'm trying to say if the dog does the same thing to the dog as it does to the human, well, then that kind of blows that whole theory out of the water, doesn't it?
If that's what you want to say.
If my dog will bite me because I get close to it when I have something to eat, and it will do the same to a dog that gets close, I don't know. It kind of suggests that.
That's a trust issue.
No.
You got a relationship problem. It's a trust issue.
Oh, I don't have those problems.
I don't have those problems either.
Yeah, I don't have issues. Well, please, I would want to see more evidence to back up your claim. I would want to see live streams. I would want to see you and Monty out in the world more. I would want to see him at a pet store. I would want to see him not.
I put up videos today. He's in a pet store.
You put up videos.
Go ahead and watch it.
Video today in the pet store.
You know what? If you want videos of Monty in dog parks and pet stores and whatnot, I'll upload them all. Not a problem. All you got to do is ask.
I've seen the dog.
All you have to do is ask.
No. You should already have that ready to go. I shouldn't have to demand proof from people in this community to show X, Y, and Z. You all should already have this shit ready to go.
I got 1,000 videos on my laptop. Am I supposed to sit down and upload 1,000 videos just for you?
No, you're supposed to upload the shit that matters.
So you know what? You let me know what matters, and I'll find it and upload it for you.
I just told you.
I don't know why it's a big deal.
Because it's people that have the biggest mouths and want to accuse everybody else of being frauds.
If you want to see footage, all you got to do is ask.
See,
instead of accusing.
The last time anybody demanded proof from me was the last time we debated, and when I told you about Petunia, and you had said, "Show me this dog." Well, I posted that video, and then you wanted to move the goalpost.
Yeah.
But ever since then,
you remember on your video? You remember on your video where you almost started a freaking fight with chicken?
Huh?
You remember the video where you almost started a fight over chicken?
You still misrepresent what happened there.
I misrepresented. It was right on freaking video.
Let's talk about that. Right?
You shouldn't have been using treats in the first place.
Let's talk about that.
Why are you using treats in the first place? It's a primary inducement.
Can you steel man what happened. Can you tell me what I was doing there?
The chicken should not have been involved at all. These are treats. No. They shouldn't be used.
If you're going to criticize it, you should be able to tell me exactly what I was doing there, the intention of that.
That's a couple of years ago. Send me a link to the video. I'll watch it again.
All right. Well, no, I'll remind you. We had already done the work with Petunia. Petunia was good to go. So
I'm 54 years old. I've been through 6 years of fucking medical hell. You expect my memory to be that great? Again, send me the link. Let me go through it, and I'll analyze it and give you a solution.
I remember the chicken, so obviously,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Show me the video. Send me the link, and again, we can do a follow up down the road. Not a problem.
No, I made the video responding to you, and it wasn't good enough. That's the thing. I told you what.
Kevin, we're going back 2 years.
No, I'm saying at the time you saw the video and you fucking blew a gasket.
But again,
you saw a bag of chicken and you didn't even understand what we were doing in that situation.
Why are you using treats at all?
I don't. That was a...
Why did you have chicken at all?
That was a situation I constructed to test Petunia's reaction.
And there you go. I do the same thing. And you're misinterpreting it. That's the problem.
If I have a pit bull who's aggressive towards dogs and people with the owner present, then I need to test that dog in different scenarios. So yes, the bag of chicken with that other dog, Sarah, was a test to see how Petunia was going to do in that specific situation. So forgive me if I want to make sure.
That's exactly what Kane was. That's exactly what Kane was all about. But you're making assumptions based on it.
No, I don't know who Kane is. I don't know what Kane is. Kane is
the one when Kane is the counter Corso in the garage.
The only Corso I know about was Tank, where you double leash that dog and you cut shit out where you don't want to show everybody.
But again, you're making assumptions.
Robert Hynes had 2 slip leads on this dog, even though he wants to tell you not.
No, I had a flat leash on the dog and I had a slip lead. Guess what? Okay, the owner would not let me. And again, the owner would not let me take the dog without the 2 leashes on. Did you see me applying pressure? Did you see me applying pressure with the fucking slip lead? No.
How come you didn't show the whole? That's the thing. You cut a lot of stuff out. There's stuff you don't show, and I always find that suspicious.
Well, let me 1 second now. Think. Let me see if I can still get the videos, because I'm after losing a lot of fucking videos since Robert Cabral took my thing down.
Just like when you walked with Monty and you cut out the part where you went and got the coffee and the bag of food. It's like we didn't see what happened there. Why do you cut that shit out? Why not show people what happened?
I'm just showing Monty walking down the freaking street.
No, but it was awfully convenient to just...
Oh, yeah, it's so convenient. You know what?
I do live streams of my dog. I do live streams of my dog in public, off leash.
I'm taking video... I'm not even fucking taking these videos to fucking post them. That's the problem.
No. If you're going to be such a loudmouth about shit, you have to back it up.
Okay, you know what? If that's a challenge to me...
all the answers, you better have...
Oh, my lord. No, again, just run...
Especially someone who wants to say the science. Well, you better have all the evidence in the world to back your bullshit up.
I got all the evidence in the world. I got all the fucking science. No, you tell me what you want me to do. Right now, it's fucking minus 10 right now. I'm blowing a fucking gale. What do you want to see, Kevin?
I want you to take Monty out off leash to a pet store, live stream it. Don't fucking record it.
You're not allowed to take a fucking dog in a pet store here off leash. If I was allowed, I would show you.
Well, you can find a way to get it. You're Robert Hynes. You can find a way.
Well, you know what? I got a 16-foot extendable leash.
Yeah,
that's what Monty's on. You can watch the video today. He's got a 16-foot extendable leash. Look at the dogs. An insecure pit bull. The owner was scared. Guess what? Watch the video. How many more do you want? All you get to do is ask. I got video that nobody's ever seen before. All you get to do is ask.
No, you.
But again, all you ever get from you is bullshit assumptions.
Post them. No. This is what I'm tired of in this community. Everybody flapping their lip and making all these claims, but I have to demand you post video. You should post them to.
All you have to do is ask.
All the proof. You should be eager to show people like, hey guys, guess what? Check this out. This backs up what I say. Hey, oh guys, guess what? This happened today with this client. Let me show you this. Not this. Oh, well, I got thousands of videos. You want me to post them?
You know what?
You should fucking post them.
Let's put a fucking end to this right now, okay? I'm going to take you off the. Just stop and listen to me. Stop and listen to me. I'm going to take the ban off you, and I'm going to invite you back into the group. And you're going to see all the videos that I'm posting in the group. And you can feel free to comment. And I want you to do one thing. One thing, Kevin, and just stop and listen to me. I want you to do one thing. I want you to go into the group and I want you to make a post and ask people how many people in this group have had success and can you please explain it? These are all owners where I'm not even going hands on.
Okay. Very good.
Okay? All you have to do is say so. If you want to see something, ask instead of sitting there making goddamn assumptions about things you don't understand.
I shouldn't have to ask to show proof.
Why not?
To back up the things you say.
I ask people for fucking video. When people come into the group, I ask people, you know what, can you show me this thing on video? It's much easier to see. If you want to see something from me, all you gotta do is ask. But no, you sit there going, oh yeah, you're just ridiculing.
Why post it to your Facebook group and not your YouTube channel? That don't make no sense.
It's being posted to the fucking YouTube channel. I'm sharing it from the YouTube channel.
That's not what you just said. You said you
look at my channel.
Facebook group. But I have to ask for you to post shit to your YouTube channel? Fuck out of here.
There's shit. I just posted new videos this morning. I posted new videos yesterday. Have you taken a look at my videos?
Most of your videos are you bitching about other people like Dale McCluskey. You don't have that much work on your channel, to be frank.
You know what? I'm been at a fucking game medically for the last 3 years, Kevin. I haven't worked in 3 years.
Because I'm not medically capable. That's no excuse. You got thousands of videos. You got a backlog. You could be posting a new client video every day.
That's what I'm doing. I'll start doing that if that's what you want. Not a problem. All you get to do is ask. Instead of sitting there fucking assuming, just ask.
No, that's the problem.
That's the whole problem.
No, listen. You say you're about science when evidence goes hand in hand with science, and you're going to run a channel where you don't provide as much evidence to back your shit up as possible. I shouldn't have to ask you. Why is it that I have more evidence on my channel than you to back up what I say? Why is that? Gotta ask the question.
Kevin,
watching, ask Robert. Go to my channel and ask, why do I have more proof of the shit that I say than Robert fucking?
At what point did you ever ask me to upload videos?
I shouldn't have.
At what point?
I shouldn't fucking have to ask. You banned me from your channel, so when am I ever gonna get? Unless I tag you in something, when am I ever gonna get the chance to ask you to post something? I shouldn't fucking have to ask you to do that.
You fucking tagged me, didn't you? I got your tag.
Yeah.
You can have my email address. My email address is all over the fucking place.
No, but do you see where I'm coming from? Where if you're gonna say,
oh no, you're not gonna run and hide. No, you can contact me through email. My phone number's on the website. Everything's on there. Everything, all my contacts is out there. All you have to do is call me and say, hey, you know what?
I just said if I wanted to contact you, I'd have to tag you or something like that. You banned me from your channel, which, like I said, I was pointing out your hypocrisy because you wanted.
Oh, you know what? All you gotta do is make a post and tag me.
You want no.
You made a post this morning. You fucking tagged me.
You made that.
I answered you.
You made that video saying, "Oh, you banned me for comments because you don't like the truth." Well, you fucking banned me for making comments because you don't like the truth. All right.
Yeah, but again, you tagged me this morning. Last night, and I responded right away. You kept going, and I responded right away. That's all you had to do. You know what? Show me a video. That's all you got to do.
It doesn't change the fact that you still banned me.
I could give a shit.
You banned me, and you wanted to talk shit about somebody else who banned me.
Oh, you poor thing! I banned you. You and Dale, and the idiot. Listen, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to be doing a circle jerk with you and fucking Dale and idiot fucking Daniel. That's the reality, okay?
You're a fucking hypocrite. That's what it comes down to.
Then so be it. That's your opinion.
A grown man who can't even acknowledge how much of a fucking hypocrite he is. Yeah.
Yeah, define hypocrite.
Somebody who says you should not do X thing and does that himself, or wants to talk shit about somebody doing a specific behavior or whatever, and then you engage in that same behavior yourself.
You have no idea what I'm trying to do to you.
Oh,
you honestly don't. You don't know what
I'm with the 6D psychological bullshit warfare.
I'm not going to give you psychology.
This is what I'm not all the time. I'm not
going to give you psychology.
It's part of some 5D manipulation. Nah, get the fuck out of here.
Oh no.
Fuck out of here.
No. Oh no. Not part of some 5D manipulation.
You can't just lie to your audience like that. You can't fucking do it.
Yeah. You know what my goal is? Any idea what my goal is? I can't hear you right now. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I can hear you again.
You go on and on and on about how you're going to take down the dog training industrial complex and blah, blah, blah.
Yep. Look at Zach George. Look at Zach George's channel. Zach is not allowed to talk to me anymore. Almost 4 million followers. Look at his fucking views. He can barely scratch 10,000 views. You tell me the dog training is not going through the fucking floor? Look at Garrett Wayne, 2.5 million fucking followers. He can barely scratch 20,000. I love this. I love this.
Do you realize that people all over YouTube are having the same problem? It ain't fun.
You know why?
Do you think you're that important? Do you really think you're that important?
I'm not important at all. I'm a nobody.
Most people think you're fucking crazy. That's the truth of it.
You know what? So be it. I could give a shit. I could care less what people think about me, Kevin. That's the reality.
I'm saying you think you're having so much of an impact on people with millions of subscribers when
you have no idea.
Everybody on YouTube as a whole are experiencing a shortage of views, or the views getting cut in half. Yada yada yada.
You think
fucking do with you?
You think fucking Garrett Wayne doesn't know my name? You think Robert Cabral doesn't know who I am?
I'm not saying you tag them in everything. Of course, they probably know.
Oh yeah.
Your name. It doesn't mean you have any impact on how people perceive what they do.
Go over to Robert Cabal's profile and look up the word stalker. You'll see a fucking profile. Oh yeah, when he ran away from me, he took to his Facebook page crying like a little 5-year-old girl. He wouldn't dare utter my name. You think there's no impact being done? When is the last time Cabral did a fucking video beaking off about people like me? That's Hal Lappman's job now.
This is what I'm saying though. You accuse everybody else of running from you, but when I wanted to debate you, you acted like a little bitch about it. You didn't want to fucking. All
I wanted was fucking rules, and we're sitting here again. There's no fucking rules. Is everybody you're running rim shots again?
No, and I asked you what the rules would be, and you refused to give them.
Basic rules of what are basic rules of debate? You can look it up on Google. What are the basic rules of debate?
Why would I need to look up basic rules of debate when I can just act like a civil fucking human being with another grown adult?
Yeah.
I have plenty of debates on my channel where there was no rules.
Again, it's the same. It's the same thing for me.
They were very civil discussions.
It's the same thing for me. You want civil, then ask. You know, you keep going on about these freaking videos. All you got to do is send me an email. Say, hey, you know what? Show me some videos of this. Not a problem. It will be delivered.
Listen,
not a problem.
Listen, everybody watching, any professional who does this and are going to say that they have all this expertise and all this knowledge and they got the truth in the way and the blah, 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 you shouldn't have to ask them to post evidence to back up what they say. They should have
I'll tell you what,
ready to go.
Right. Then let's get back into the group. Anybody on the live? You know what? Hang on a second. I'll post the link. You guys can go into the group and freaking fruit it yourselves. Okay? Not a problem.
Well, if you're going to unban me, then I'll get in there too.
Yeah, not a problem. Okay. Yep, you want to reset? Not a freaking problem. Here.
I'd love to get back in.
For all the people on the live right now, I'll post a link. They can get in there. You know what? Start asking questions. Dog training does not belong.
Okay. So it's funny too because you praise Cesar Millan and Brandon Fouché.
I don't praise Cesar Millan.
Yes, you do.
I tell people point blank, listen to the message. Forget about what the trainer's doing. Listen to the message.
Yeah, you praise him. Listen to them. He's got.
I don't praise him. I praise the message. Yes.
Talking about how Cesar Millan, people should listen to what he says. You know.
Yeah, the message is wonderful. Cesar Millan is a radical behaviorist too, which is what you don't understand because you haven't read the books.
He talks about dominance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Like I said. I don't agree with everything he does.
What about Brandon Fouché?
I don't know enough about Brandon Fouché.
See, that's some bullshit. Because the last time we did a debate, you were talking about how much you loved him, yada yada yada. Which it makes
again 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago.
More about dominance than anybody else.
That was 2 years ago. All right.
See how the story changes. Yeah.
The story's not changing.
The story's changing. Yeah. I love it when the story always changes with these guys. You know. But no, Cesar Millan is one of my biggest influences, and I do things in a very similar way. So, how are you going to sit here and say people should listen to Cesar, but then accuse me of promoting dogs?
Listen to the fucking message. That's what I'm saying. When I tell people to listen to the message of Garrett Wayne, does it make sense? Forget about what he's doing. Listen to the message. Does the message make sense? If the message doesn't make sense, then the method doesn't make sense. Run.
Listen, in your debate with Dan, you had talked that Dan was trying to point out that Cesar does discipline dogs, what you would call punishment, and you didn't want to acknowledge it. Where Cesar,
define punishment. Define punishment. What is punishment?
You're talking about the psychological definition.
Yeah. What is the psychological what is your definition of punishment? Forget about psychology.
The word definition is basically you're doing something which is aversive to the dog to try to decrease a behavior.
That's not a definition of behavior.
That's the best I'm going to give you. I don't live in that 4-quadrant world, so that's the best I can give you.
Skinner has nothing to do with 4 quadrants. Skinner never created the quadrants. That's all Conrad most.
No, but you accuse me of promoting dog training. I don't do all that bullshit. I don't know much about it. I know there's
exactly.
There's positive reinforcement, positive punishment, negative punishment. That's
okay. Well, you know what? Define positive reinforcement then.
Well, I know you claim that there's a difference between
define positive reinforcement according to psychology.
Listen, I'm trying to give you the distinction because what you say positive reinforcement is not what people out here who claim them to be positive reinforcement trainers.
B.F. Skinner he coined the terms positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement, operant conditioning. So what is Skinner's definition of positive reinforcement? It's the man's own creation.
The best I can give you is a positive consequence that an organism would experience in their environment.
No.
Well,
it's positive.
That shows you how much I pay attention to these.
Positive or negative reinforcement, but is positive reinforcement or negative the good one?
In what context? You talking about Skinner? Or you talking about the 4 quadrants?
In Skinner, when I'm mentioning positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement is B.F. Skinner. Period. There's nobody else's. He created the terms. He coined the terms positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement, operant conditioning. So how did Skinner actually define positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement, and operant conditioning?
No, and I don't care.
Because you haven't read the fucking books.
Yeah. Listen, why would I read shit written by a guy who didn't study the social nature of a dog?
He created the fucking... It wasn't about the social... Jesus Christ almighty.
If behavioral issues are socially related, why would I read books written by a guy who did not study the social nature of a dog?
Skinner wasn't focused on the social nature. He was focused only on behaviors.
Exactly. So why would I fucking listen to what he has to say about behavior?
What is your definition of positive reinforcement?
I don't have a definition of positive reinforcement.
You just said the 4 quadrants. What are they?
No, I said the dog trainers you talk shit about, I don't do what they do. So I don't have all those definitions and all that bullshit. The operant conditioning.
That's the serious problem. You don't even know what operant... Huh?
How is it a problem?
It's basic freaking definitions. What is operant conditioning?
And what good is it going to do me with my clients to know the definition of fucking positive reinforcement?
Because they're going to be looking at it as I have a freaking treat.
I don't teach them to do that. That's
because that's not positive reinforcement.
But I don't do that anyway. So who cares?
Let me define punishment according to psychology, according to Skinner. Okay, it attempts to remove a behavior from an animal's repertoire. That's what punishment does. It's the forced removal of positive reinforcement.
Okay, so
that's what punishment is.
And you would agree.
What is positive reinforcement? What is positive reinforcement? It's the removal of negative reinforcement.
You would agree that Caesar, according to that definition, Caesar punishes dogs. You would agree to that, right?
Yeah, positive reinforcement is not the good one. Negative reinforcement is.
No, what my question is, you would agree that Caesar does punish dogs, right?
Caesar most times is a negative reinforcement. Negative reinforcement and punishment is different. So what is a negative reinforcement?
What I'm saying is Caesar interacts with dogs in a way that gets them to stop doing what is something that we don't want them to do.
So again,
that would be
this is why negative reinforcement definition is important, Kevin. Negative reinforcement removes positive reinforcement. It generates behaviors of fight and flight. Okay? That's what it does.
How is this going to help me if I have a dog who doesn't respect the owners?
It's about understanding. It's about understanding. It's about getting the owner to understand. Negative reinforcements generate behaviors of fucking fight and flight. That's the reality.
I don't need those definitions to help me with my clients.
But you know what? It'll make it a whole lot better.
Why?
But that's the whole problem. You don't want to read the books. And that's where we're at loggerheads. You don't want to read any science. So you're making up your own science as you go along because you have not read the fucking science. And it would make you a whole lot better, Kevin.
You do realize that science is never settled, right? Science continues to evolve and progress, and there's never truth on science.
That's the whole thing. And guess what? Again, with the book, when you get into B.F. Skinner's book, the first word of the introduction of B.F. Skinner's book states clearly, behaviorism is not the science of human behavior, it's the philosophy of that science. And what is philosophy but a quest for knowledge? That's B.F. Skinner. Even Skinner didn't declare himself an expert.
This is like trying to somebody who's learned how to become a Michelin star chef without reading books on cooking. It's like telling them to read books on cooking because they don't know the science of cooking.
Could you write a book on psychology, Kevin?
Listen, I know the psychology of the animal. That's the important thing. I don't.
Okay, what is it?
B.F. Skinner's bullshit.
What is the psychology? What is the psychology of the animal?
I already explained to you that dogs operate within the dominance hierarchy, social hierarchy.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong.
But I have science to back me up.
Really?
I got the study I told you about that you went on about. I never read. Well, I don't want to discuss studies I've never read before.
Again, send me the study. You're actually looking at lab-raised animals, which is in a sterile environment.
Yeah.
You're going to be completely different.
Their results, their analysis corroborates what I see in the real world.
Okay.
With dogs. Yeah, so it's not like it's a isolated thing.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't know shit about dogs, and I didn't know shit about
so again, what is the psychology
about the psychology of the animal? I would never.
What psychology? Jesus Christ!
Be successful with Clark, with Goose, with Grizz right here. I got 3 dogs right here, right now. If I didn't know dogs, wouldn't it be?
What is the psychology? So what psychology? Where did you learn the psychology from, Kevin? What psychologist did you learn the psychology from?
No. What's the psychology of the animal? I don't give a fuck about B.F. Skinner's bullshit. What's the psychology of the animal? Okay,
so by saying that you got your own psychology, you're claiming to be more of an expert in your own psychology.
No, I've never.
Where's the psychology? What psychology are you creating?
I call myself an expert. You will never hear me.
Me neither. So what psychology are you applying?
I've studied dogs for 15 fucking years. I've learned from the dogs. I don't need to read books to understand the animal. I learned from the dog. What sense does that make to read books to understand a dog when I can observe the dog? That's like its own form of science, right? You know how people, when they study animals, they go out in nature and they observe them. Wow.
Again, do you have free will when it comes to behave? Can you control how you act?
Yeah, I have free fucking will, and just because
you don't.
Books that lead you to believe you don't. This is why you chain smoke like a motherfucker. You can't stop it. I would think that the expert in behavior would be able to stop bad ones like smoking. Why is it that you can't even put down the cigarette?
Give me some names of past psychologists that actually agree with you on free will.
I don't care what they have to say about it.
Exactly. You don't give a shit.
Why would you give up?
Sigmund Freud.
Why would you give up your own agency to people you've never met, who've written books, and you want to just pretend the truth?
Here's where you get
like you don't have free will because this fucking asshole said so. Why would you give that up?
There's more than one asshole says so. You've heard the name Jack Panksepp, right?
Who?
Jack Panksepp.
No.
Okay. Well, Jack Panksepp is great. Okay, you should go listen to him. He actually doesn't believe in free will. Pavlov, there's no free will. Freud, there's no free will. Skinner, there's no free will. All of the big names in the past are saying there's no free will. Jonathan Edwards, 250 years ago, wrote a book called Freedom of the Will. And in that book, he said point blank, we believe in free will because we believe we know about our behaviors by arbitrary causes. That's the whole thing. This is going 250 years ago.
Let me demonstrate free will. I choose to pick up the can.
You don't choose.
I choose to put down the can. I can also choose to throw the can at the wall. I could choose.
Do you think you're choosing?
I could choose to scream at the top of my lungs. I choose to do all those things, or I could choose not to.
Give me 2 minutes of silence. Let me explain this. Okay. Edward Thorndike.
I didn't come here to talk about free will. I came here to talk about dogs. All right.
If you don't have free will, then you can't help how you act. And you know what? If you can't help how you act, then reward and punishment, all this bullshit is off the table, Kevin.
What does that have to do with understanding dogs?
Again, where's your psychology? What psychology have you learned? You're creating your own psychology and you're applying it.
No, because
what gives you the right to do that?
The science I have corroborates my understanding.
One fucking study. What other studies are you going with?
What about everything? What about all the work that?
Who wrote the study? What psychologist wrote the study?
It was a bunch of people in Austria, Vienna.
What were they? Psychologists? Were they behaviorists?
No, they were ethologists.
Okay, that's not behaviorists. Dan tried the same shit. Dan tried to.
They're trying to study and observe animals in their natural habitat. That's what they do.
But the study you're talking about was not in a natural habitat. It's in a lab. That's not a natural habitat.
That doesn't mean that that's where they observe them. They were raised in a lab, but they had a natural environment for them to exist in so they could observe them. Oh my God, what a phenomenon.
And it's not going to be the same, is it, as being out in the wild? When you're out in the wild,
Dr.
a mouse.
Dr. David Mack would, his work, which all the positive reinforcement people want to say he took back his statements about alpha theory, which didn't happen.
He did.
No,
he did. He fully admitted.
No,
he fully fucking admitted that he used the wrong terminology.
No, let me tell you what happened there, because I have all the videos on my channel, what he actually said. David Mack said that the wolves that he was studying were in confinement, and if you study wolves in the wild, you will come to the conclusion that they don't actually form dominance hierarchies. It's a familial unit. But he said, and this is what everybody ignores, that if you put a group of unrelated wolves together, they will fight and form a dominance hierarchy. So he said the only thing he corrected was that when you observe wolves in the wild, you're not going to see the same patterns of behavior as wolves in confinement. That's the only thing he changed. Shall
I play the video? Because he fully admitted that he used the wrong terminology. Alpha is not the right term.
Play the fucking video. No, alpha is not the right term when you're talking about a family unit of wolves, but alpha is the correct term when you're talking about a group of unrelated wolves.
No, it isn't.
Fucking videos of it. Yes, I have the videos of his statements.
Isn't really
just stop and listen.
Describing most of.
Stop and listen to this.
Yeah, is this the one that says U.S. Department of?
Stop.
Isn't really accurate when.
Yeah, I have this video, Robert.
Leaders of wolf packs, because the term implies that the wolves fought and competed strongly to get to the top of the pack. In actuality, the way they get there is merely by mating with a member of the opposite sex.
There you go.
No, keep playing it. No. You can't shut it off there. Keep fucking playing it. I have this clip. You know how many times I've showed this clip on my channel? Keep fucking playing it.
Okay, give me 1 second. Relax, chill out. David Mack. Yep. And the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, keep playing that.
Yeah, and David admitted he only observed wolves. What's his name? There's a great documentary called A Man Among Wolves.
Producing a bunch of offspring, which are
listen to what he said.
And becoming the natural leaders that way, just like with a pair of humans producing a family. Instead of using the term alpha for a wolf, instead of saying alpha male or alpha female, scientists now tend to call wolves like that the breeding male and the breeding female. And or you can call them the mother wolf and the father wolf. There's really nothing wrong with that. Those are much better and more accurate terms than the term alpha. Actually, I'm very much to blame for the term alpha being used with wolves. I published a book in 1970 that now has over 110,000 copies in circulation, and in that I labeled the top wolf in the pack the alpha, and I did that because at that time that's all science knew. But we've learned a lot. That book was published in 1970, and in the 35 years since that time, we've learned an awful lot. One of the things we've learned is that the term alpha is really incorrect when applied to most wolf pack leaders.
Okay.
It's appropriate to use the term alpha in an artificial pack where.
Yeah. Do we keep going?
He just said it. It's appropriate to use the term alpha in an artificial pack. You play it again. Go back. Play it again.
Yeah, I know. Artificial pack.
Yeah,
we're not dealing with
wolves. Just like dogs, if you put unrelated dogs together, they're going to battle to form a pecking order. Oh my God!
Jesus Christ Almighty!
Case closed.
An artificial pack. What does that mean?
It means unrelated dogs. You put them together, unrelated wolves. Because this is. Do you understand that he originally coined alpha theory because he was studying groups of unrelated wolves? That's why.
And he really seriously screwed up.
Yeah,
and he really seriously fucking screwed up, didn't he? How much damage did that word alpha cause?
No. Did you not hear him just say the term alpha is appropriate when talking about artificial packs? Didn't you hear them fucking say that?
Why are we dealing with artificial packs? I don't give a shit about artificial packs. I want to see what dogs out in the wild. I want to see what happens with dogs out in the wild. We got dingoes down in Australia. Yeah? They're still dogs.
Do you understand that I have a group of 3 dogs here? None of them are related. That would be an artificial pack.
Yeah. So what?
Right? So a dominance hierarchy will be formed.
That's not an artificial pack. It's still a pack.
No, it's an it means they're not familiar. It's not a familial unit. They didn't mate to create offspring. This is 3 unrelated dogs.
Yeah.
And I'm part of that hierarchy. That's what he's saying. The reason he came up with alpha theory is because he.
Why are you part of the hierarchy?
He was studying groups of unrelated dogs. That's how, or unrelated wolves. That's how he came to that conclusion to begin with. So,
okay, so you claim to be part of the hierarchy. I'm not. Monty's my partner. Monty's my best fucking friend.
No. There ain't no 50-50 bullshit. The world does not.
There is.
No, it doesn't. I'm sorry. Is your dog capable of making decisions for you?
Yes. Yeah.
That's where you got it fucked up, Robert. I'm sorry.
You know what?
And that's why you're coming to me from your neck of the woods, because you can't help them, because you don't seem to understand that you're not equal with your fucking.
Well,
dog.
you know what? We're going to solve this. When you get back into the group, you're going to ask a question, and we're going to solve this right quick.
You think you're equal with your child?
We're partners. I don't have kids.
You're partners with your kid. If you had a kid, you'd be partners with your. You mean if your kid told you
at some point, yes.
Do you understand?
If they ask me what to do it.
Do you understand?
Do you understand?
Do you understand?
Do you understand that I actually ask my dog to do things for me? I don't demand.
You're still telling him what to do.
No, I'm not. I'm asking him to do.
No. You're still directing him.
No, I'm not. When I go to cut his nails, I take the nail clippers, I present them to him. I give him the fucking choice. Do you want your nails cut right now? If he licks the clippers, I'm going to cut his nails right now. If he doesn't, guess what? I'm going to put them away and we're going to try it again later. I don't want to fight with him.
When you go for a walk, is Monty the one directing where to go?
Yes. When we're in a dog park, it's his choice. When we're out and he's off leash, you know what? It's his.
When you're walking around the neighborhood, is Monty the one dictating where to go?
For the most part, yeah.
How do you ever get home then?
Well, eventually got him home. He'll eventually go home.
Really?
He says the whole thing. Monty has fucking agency over himself. I give him choices. I give him decision. He's not my fucking slave, dude.
So the video where you went to get the coffee and the bag of food, Monty directed you to that restaurant to get the coffee and the food?
We're walking together.
Right.
Do you see him? Do you understand what social cognition is?
You were the one that walked out into the neighborhood with him. You're the one that walked to the coffee shop.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna fucking solve this right away, okay? When the weather clears up, I'll get you a fucking video to prove to shut you up. I'll get the whole goddamn thing. What do you want to see? You keep making accusations based on fucking little short video clips. What do you want to see? Pardon?
I want to see it. I want to know what batshit crazy book you read that led you to the conclusion that you were equal with your dog.
You know what? My dog's my partner, right? I'm sorry if you can't see it that way. You want to be dominant? I'm not dominant.
I don't. And my dog loves the fact that I do things the way
that's where you and I differentiate, because I understand the psychology. I'm applying psychology. You are not, because you haven't read the books. And give me 1 minute, okay?
You admit that your dog has separation anxiety, so
My dog does not have separation anxiety. It was a fucking beat for Dale McCluskey, if you want to call that.
Which means you lie. Hey, he lied to you.
If that's the worst, if that's the most you got on me, Kevin, you know what? Beat the shit out of me. Go for it.
No. It makes you dishonest. It makes you dishonest.
Oh, dishonest, is it?
I'm sorry. Am I the only one that cares about actually having integrity? And you want to call yourself a fucking professional?
You're bullshitting people over me all the time. Give it up, Kevin.
Really? All I have to do is show clips of you saying one thing and then saying the complete opposite. I've only ever used your statements against yourself. That's how easy it is to show people how full of shit you are. All I have to do is play your own clips. That's it.
That's your opinion. I don't give a shit about people's opinions of me.
Videos of doing that. It's a fact. That's all I have to do.
Well, you know what? You got a whole lot of videos, and start doing videos showing me how big of an asshole I am. Go for it. I don't give a shit what people's opinion of me.
I've already done that.
People's opinion is.
And then you banned me for it. I've already done that.
Yeah.
And all I ever
Why did I ban you?
All I ever did.
Because all I
ever did was take your clips and use them against you. That's all I ever did. So maybe if you had some integrity and you had some consistency, you wouldn't be in positions where people could take one clip of you saying one thing and then one clip of you saying the exact opposite. Point out.
Just 1 second. Holy blaze! Let's stop for just a second, now, man. Okay. Holy blaze! If that invalidates the study, then Skinner's studies are invalidating my guy. Have you actually read Skinner, Holy blaze? You see, everybody's talking about Skinner. Everybody's they learned about Skinner, but nobody actually understands Skinner. Skinner was replacing human beings with dogs and pigeons and rats in his lab and doing experiments on them to understand human behavior. That's why radical behaviorism would tell you point blank to replace dog with human child and ask what you do different. Because he was doing that in his lab. He replaced human beings with dogs, pigeons, and rats in his lab, and he did experiments on these animals to understand us. He was a human psychologist, not a fucking animal trainer.
And
that's the reality.
He didn't study dogs. That's why read Skinner when
he studied dogs to understand our behavior. He did experiments on dogs to understand our behavior.
Why would I read Skinner to understand this animal? Why not study the animal?
If you read Skinner, you'll understand yourself. It's not about understanding the fucking dog. That's the problem. No. It's about human. Jesus Christ, the man is a human psychologist, a human behaviorist.
I've said this. If reading Skinner leads me to be like you, lie to my audience, say one thing, do another, be a fucking hypocrite, then no, I don't want no part of reading.
Well, you know what? Then feel free. You haven't read a goddamn book on psychology, but you're coming at me with fucking psychology that you're creating of your own accord because you studied this fucking dog. And your success is dependent on what you call success. I don't care what your definition of success is. I don't care what a dog trainer's definition is.
My success is a dog and their owner having a much better relationship, and the issues they had when they called me are no longer present for an extended period of time.
You know what? I got the same thing. I get the same thing. Give me a minute. I got to go to the bathroom.
And yet I don't see the proof.
Give me 1 minute. I got to go to the bathroom.
I'm pulling up the chat here. I didn't have the chat on this whole time, guys, so. Shane, are you the only one, in the room? Hans, you still here? Can you see? Oh, is it? Well, it says 7 people. So I guess there are people watching that. Right. Well, he is red, isn't he? He's very red.
Okay. But see, here's the thing, Kevin. You're asking me to talk about things that I've never read. I'm asking you to talk. You're trying to talk about things you haven't read. That's the problem. And you refuse to read.
No, the problem is reading those books is not going to benefit me in helping.
It will. No, because once you read the books, once you read Carl Jung, once you read Pavlov, once you read all these psychologists, you're going to realize that free will doesn't exist. Period. End of sentence.
I have a pretty good life, Robert. Why would I read a book?
I don't care.
No. Why would I read a bunch of books that's not going to benefit how good my life is when I?
You're no different. You know how many trainers there that haven't read a fucking book either? And that's why we're in this shit show today.
I'm not a dog trainer. I don't train dogs. How many times do I have to say it? And I don't use methodological behaviorism. I don't fucking do that.
What is methodological behaviorism?
I don't even know, but I don't.
You don't even know exactly. You don't have a fucking clue. You don't know what radical behaviorism is. You don't know what methodological behaviorism is. You're saying you don't use them.
No. The fact that you say that I do it is enough evidence for me to conclude that I don't, because you have a misunderstanding of what I.
You can't even define methodological behaviorism.
Well, I've heard you say it's like cutting the head off the animal. The reward and punishment. I don't live in that world.
You don't think you're punishing dogs?
I address things socially.
Do you try to remove a behavior from an animal's repertoire?
I do all the time.
That's called punishment, my friend.
Yeah, but I don't do it through.
I don't do punishment.
I do it through influence.
I don't care how you do it. It's still punishment. I don't use punishment. Punishment is ineffective. Once you understand what a behavior is, punishment is ineffective. If the animal cannot help how to behave, then punishment has nothing to do with fucking deserve, my friend. And let me tell you something.
And yet I have case after case after case.
I don't give a shit. The trainers said they're doing the same thing. Again, it's about your definition of fucking success.
Robert,
how do you define success?
I have more proof than you do of the success I have with my clients and their dogs, so I don't want to fucking hear it.
I don't understand why reading a goddamn book is so damn hard. I don't understand it.
I don't understand why doing a live stream with your dog is so fucking hard to ask. Why is it so hard to ask?
That's the whole problem. Nobody wants to read a book, but everybody's got it all figured out. Everybody's got it solved. No, so I tell you what.
That's the problem. Everybody bloviates like they got all the answers, but they won't do a goddamn live stream with their dog.
Well, I tell you what. You want to live stream my dog? Not a problem. I'll do a live stream my dog. But let's solve this right now, okay? I'm going to take the ban off you, And all of your followers, you can feel free to come into the group, but we're going to talk about all the stuff, okay? If you got questions, ask in the group. If you want to see a video, I'll put them up on YouTube. Go into the group when I take the ban off, and I'm going to invite you again. I'll send you an email when I take the ban off, okay? I want you to get into the group, and I'm going to ask you one more time to do me one favor. Get into the group, and you ask that group of people, how many people have had success by actually understanding psychology and throwing everything else in the garbage? And all of your followers can do the same thing.
Can they show video evidence to prove that?
Oh yes, they can.
They're actually they're circumcised.
All you got to do is ask them to produce video. They will go out and do video for you, Kevin. All you need to do is ask. But all you ever do is fucking assume.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, Robert. If you have so much success with your clients, then how come you have to resort to telling them to give CBD to their dog to calm them down when I've never had to do shit like that?
Extreme cases. I'm working remotely with the dog. The CBD is actually going to counteract the cortisol. Once cortisol,
CBD to a dog. I mean, it's, you know.
I'm working with the owner. I'm not there. If I was directly with the owner, I wouldn't be using CBD either. It's going to help them.
You know what calms a dog down is boundaries and structure. That's really what calms a dog down.
You know what? I'm dealing with dogs remotely. That's the reality. If CBD is going to help, and CBD is not even a freaking drug.
I deal with dogs.
CBD is not a drug.
No, but what I'm saying is you're telling them to give a substance to their dog
to make it easier.
But all you would have to do is tell them, hey, this is how you establish a boundary. This is how you provide structure.
Do you see me telling every dog owner to put their dog on CBD?
No, I got 3 dogs in here. Have you heard a peep since we've been? They're all sleeping.
Have you heard me tell every dog owner to put their dog on CBD? It's only select cases. Select cases.
You shouldn't have to at all.
Why not? I take cannabis every day. I give Monty cannabis every day. Why? Because he got arthritis.
No, because you don't believe you got free will, so you just shove every substance known to man in your body, and that. Well, I'm a victim of circumstance.
Okay, here we go with the. Here we go. Now you're going to condemn.
No,
is this what we're going to be doing?
I'm just pointing out that you.
What I do with my body is none of your fucking business, Kevin.
No, it isn't. And hey, more power to you. But what I'm trying to.
You know what? Just shut up.
Is you?
Why do you need an opinion?
And talk about how much knowledge you have about psychology when you can't even stop your own bad behaviors. That's what I'm trying to say.
I've got fucking COPD. I shouldn't even be alive right now, Kevin. But again, you become on me.
Well, then quit fucking smoking. There's my advice.
I don't want to.
Because you don't believe.
Why would I?
That's the problem. You don't believe. I quit smoking fucking like 15 years ago. I smoked for 10 years and I quit. The hospital got me hooked on fucking Dilaudid. That's basically synthetic heroin. I broke that addiction. I don't feel like stopping smoking. That's my concern, not yours. Okay. I enjoy smoking. That's not your fucking business. When I was in Australia,
I don't give a shit what you think.
I had a couple of fresh homemade cigarettes that I hadn't smoked in 15 years, and those were great. And you know what? I didn't go back to smoking every day because I have.
You know what? I enjoy smoking. I enjoy the fucking things.
Yeah, but then
that's none of your concern.
But then don't bitch about having COPD when you're the one that caused the COPD.
You know what? The COPD was caused by aspirating bile in my fucking lungs. Again, you're making assumptions about things you have no idea.
I don't know.
You're talking to me about fucking things you have no idea, and you won't ask to see why.
Come on, you want to sit here and tell me you've smoked so many goddamn cigarettes and the COPD has nothing to do with that? Like, come on, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, it's actually contributed. I have no doubt. Have you ever aspirated bile into your fucking lungs? Have you ever had to burn from bile in your lungs? That's what causes COPD.
No, because I stopped smoking like 15 years ago, so no, I don't know what.
It's not smoking. I'm talking about bile. Do you know what bile is? Produced by the liver? Yeah, it's very corrosive. You ever had that shit in your lungs?
The thing is, do you think that is probably a byproduct of your bad habits? Maybe.
Who cares?
But the books, Robert, the books are supposed to help you become better. I don't see I see a person who lies to his audience. I see a person grandiose.
No, you know what?
I see a person who doesn't do live streams with their dog. I see a person who has all these, this self-destruction is off the charts. But you want to sit here and tell me to read these books because it'll make you better.
You know what? Let's solve this right now. Let's use the group to solve all these fucking problems right now, Kevin. I want you to get into the group and I want you to just do one thing. All of your followers can come on in. I want you to ask one question. How many people have had success by throwing all the what they learn in the garbage and going with psychology? Period.
Okay. Well, I want you to come onto my channel and ask, hey, how many of you people couldn't be helped by the advice I was giving and had to look for advice elsewhere? I want you to come on my channel and ask that question.
Yep.
Yeah. How about that? It was the same with Mark DuBose. When you guys were riding together, I had a lot of people come to me because of the debate that I did with Mark, because he couldn't help them either. So we have a problem here. You know, if the advice you were giving is that ironclad because it's rooted in the science, then why are there so many people that complain that what you're telling them to do isn't helping?
What about the thousands that have?
I don't know about those thousands. You booted me from the group. And when I was in there, I wish I had taken screenshots, because when I was in there,
because you started fucking selling it.
There were just as many people in there saying, "Hey, this ain't working. This ain't work." Or I tried to flip pole and RC cart. My dog doesn't care. What do I do? There were just many people confused, and like I saw dumb fucking advice in there, like the person who was talking about the dog jumping on them, and they were, what did they say? They said something like, "Roll your eyes." Oh yeah, that'll stop the dog from jumping. Just roll your fucking eyes, huh? Like, what are we talking about here? This is insanity.
Yeah, and in the group, most times all the comments are curbed. Period. End of sentence.
You're proclaiming that there's thousands of success stories, and
over the last 15 years, there has been.
I'm not going to sit here and deny that you haven't helped some people, but when it comes to certain types of dogs,
again, judgment. There you go. All you can do is judge. All you can do is assume, Kevin.
Like I see it, because like I said, I have people coming to me from your neck of the woods who you couldn't help. So that's the fucking truth. Do I need to point out the video again of the person who sent me the email and you claimed it was?
Give me a list of names.
That again. Do I need to fucking
give me a list of names?
I'm not telling you any goddamn names. That would be a betrayal of trust for my clients. Because unlike you, I have respect for my clients. I don't fucking lie to my audience. So, you know.
You got respect for your clients.
Yeah, and I don't lie to my audience like you do. Oh, I was baiting Dale McCluskey with the separation anxiety.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
You lied to your audience. That's some bullshit.
So what? I lied to them. I lied to Dale McCluskey.
No, you lied to your audience, is what you did. And you want to sit here to tell me to read books that'll make me better when you're lying. You're bold-faced lying to your audience. It's a crock of shit.
Really?
Ridiculous. And you guys want to be out here calling yourself professionals. It's fucking crazy.
I don't call myself a professional. I don't call myself an expert. You find anywhere where I call myself either. I'm just a fucking guy with a 30-year level affair and not dogs. That's it.
I'm not an expert, but I'm a goddamn professional. And I would never do.
Okay, you know what?
Face my audience like that just to bait some dipshit on the internet. Like, I mean, come on. Are you that childish? Are you really that childish? Are you that fucking childish?
How is that childish? How is it childish?
It's extremely childish.
I love tormenting dog trainers.
It's one thing to argue the points. It's another thing.
You realize how many fucking trainers I've baited over the years? Again, you have no idea what I'm trying to do.
Your audience, just because you want to bait some asshole into chomping at the bit.
You're the only one to say you had a problem with it.
Well, and that just shows how fucking crazy the people who watch you are. There you go. There you go. Now all my fucking audience is crazy. Now you're judging everybody else now, right? If you guys don't have an issue with him lying to your face because he wanted to bait Dale McCluskey, then you have some serious issues too.
Buddy, if that's the worst you got on me, fucking go for it.
I would hope people would call me out for some bullshit like that.
You know what? People call me out all the time. I got no problems at all with it. Not a problem. But if you're going to call me out, if you're going to fucking call me out and you don't ask for anything, then we got a problem, don't we?
Sounds like a cult. It's like a cult leader.
Oh, cult leader. Oh, yeah. How many friends do I have on Facebook right now? Do you even know?
Do you really think that the way you operate your channel isn't like a cult? It's like you're developing this cult mentality in people.
Nope. I don't have followers.
No, you follow B.F. Skinner's your god. That's who you follow. No. You bow to B.F. Skinner.
No, it's not just B.F. Skinner. I talk a lot about B.F. Skinner because the entire fucking dog training community blames him. I push Conrad most. I push Carl Jung, Ivan Palarov, Edward Thorndike, the whole 9 yards, but you don't even know anything about Thorndike.
Because I don't give a fuck about Edward Thorndike.
Of course not. Of course you don't give a fuck about psychology. You got it all figured out. You don't give a fuck about psychology. You got it all figured out.
About the psychology of this animal.
You believe you got fucking free will, and you know what? You're wrong. Every fucking psychologist in the past would tell you you're wrong.
Coming from a guy who has got to self-medicate all the time, can't put the cigarettes down, can't fucking...
Again, more fucking insults. That's all you got is insults, isn't it?
No, but you just talked about how you don't believe you have free will. Well, yeah, of course. If you don't believe
it's not about belief.
It needs you to do that.
It's not about belief, Kevin. You can believe that the sky is purple with pink polka dots. I don't give a shit. No, it's about what's in.
The only reason you believe it is because a bunch of assholes who wrote books said so. That's the only reason.
A bunch of assholes. Now the psychologists of the past are all assholes. You got it all figured out. You're creating your own fucking psychology, and this is what you're pushing.
Are people fallible?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Then that would mean Carl Jung is fallible. That would mean B.S. Skinner is fallible.
It's called.
That would mean Edward Thorndike is fallible. That would mean.
If you read the fucking books, you'd understand that they're not. The science is not fallible.
I have no science is never settled though. Science is always seeking to disprove itself if it's true real science.
So, do you know what the limbic system is?
Is that the fight or flight response, or what dictates?
No. What is the limbic? What is the limbic brain? What is the limbic portion of the brain? The amygdala. That's part of it.
The emotional part.
Yeah. What does it do?
It regulates hormones, emotions.
Yeah. So what does the limbic system do?
Well, I just said that's part of what regulates your hormones.
What does it do?
No, I'm not a fucking biologist.
The limbic system controls every action you take. When you reach out and pick up that fucking can, that's your limbic system, not your mind. Your mind is not involved in your behaviors. Your mind is always playing catch up.
You really don't think that I'm choosing to pick up that can?
Oh, I don't.
Let me
ask you a question.
Ridiculous that is.
Let me ask you a question. Just stop.
Not line up with reality.
Let me ask you a question. An honest question. You ever have the hair stand in the back of your neck?
Well, like getting goosebumps?
Yeah. What does it mean? Danger imminent. You ever have the hair stand in the back of your neck?
It probably means my nervous system is...
It's a simple question. Have you ever had the hair stand in the back of your neck? Yes or no?
Yes.
Could you control those hairs in the back of your neck? Because that's your limbic system.
That's not a behavior.
It is.
No, it's not.
It's the body's response to something in the goddamn environment. Can you control the fucking hairs in the back of your neck or not?
That has nothing to do with how I act, my behavior. That has nothing to do.
Can you control the hairs in the back of your neck? It's a simple question.
No, but that is not me behaving.
There you go.
That is not me acting on the environment.
That is your animal hackles. If you cannot control your animal hackles, neither can the dog.
What does that have to do?
There's no free fucking will. That's the problem. You don't want to understand it.
Is that the best you got to demonstrate that point? Really? Goosebumps? Hackles standing up? Is that really the best you got? Seriously?
Look up the limbic system. You haven't done any research into the limbic system, have you? Don't even know what it is, do you?
Robert, my job is to study the animal. I do that every day.
The limbic system is part of the fucking animal.
My job.
Why don't you want to understand? The limbic system is part of fucking psychology. It's biology.
You're too lost in the sauce, Robert. You're so lost in the sauce that you believe that you don't even have free will whether or not to pick up a goddamn can of tea or not. I mean, you know how fucking retarded that is? That is beyond.
Let's take a scenario. Let's take one scenario, okay? Let me build a scenario for you very quickly, okay? You're out in the middle of nowhere, and all of a sudden, the hair stands on the back of your neck. That's your limbic system detecting something in the environment, and your mind is going, what the fuck is going on? Your mind is trying to catch up. Your mind is trying to figure out what's going on.
I have a choice to keep moving forward or turn around and walk the other way. Or
you think you have a choice.
Or I could do, I have a million different choices of how I could conduct myself in that moment.
You don't have choices.
Right. You're saying that I don't have the choice to keep walking or to turn around and every psychologist of the past would tell you point blank you don't have free will. And if you don't understand the limbic system, then guess what? Well, you're sitting here bullshitting me. I reject that sentiment because I am
the limbic system, yes or no? Yes or no? The limbic system controls everything you do.
I reject that statement.
Oh, you know what? That's basic fucking science. That's not even psychology, my friend. That's physiology.
It sounds like you made science your religion, and that's the problem. Science said so. It must be true. Yeah, that worked out real well during COVID, didn't it?
What is the limbic system? You don't even know what a limbic system is.
I don't care at this point. I really don't care.
Yeah, exactly. You don't give a shit. But the limbic system controls every action you make.
I don't give a shit. Let me ask all of my clients, hey, do you know what the limbic system is? Oh,
but again, it's understanding that you don't have. The dog can't help how they act, but you believe they do.
The dog can't help how they... Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
There's no free will.
Are you kidding me? The dog...
Again, what is it? What's the definition of behavior?
This is why your passive way of doing things doesn't...
Again...
Because
what is the definition of behavior?
Bullshit idea that a dog can't control how it acts and people can't control how they act. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Really?
It's ridiculous.
This is the whole science. This is not even psychology. This is basic biology. This is physiology. The limbic system.
You choose to start,
you know what?
Who was the one?
I'm done.
Who was the one that made the choice to start smoking cigarettes? Who was the one that made the choice to start putting marijuana in their body? Who was the one that made the choice?
Again, who gives a fuck? It's none of your concern. Why is it your concern? What I do?
Because if you truly believe you don't have free will, why would you have ever done those? You were the one to choose to do those things to begin with, weren't you?
There's choice and then there's decision.
You make.
What's the difference? No, your brain makes a decision. Your fucking limbic system makes a decision. Your mind chooses. Your free will is in your mind.
And you still were the one that picked up the cigarettes and lit that fucker.
Exactly it.
You did it. Nobody else.
Yep. You know why?
Nobody else.
Because it's environmental influence.
That just means you're a victim. You have a victim complex, is what it is.
Well, you know what? Again, there's no sense in even talking to you right now because you don't even want to buy. Yeah.
Nobody forced you to smoke a cigarette. Nobody forced you to do any of that.
Nope.
Just like I don't know, you probably chose the house you live in. You chose to adopt the dog you adopted. You chose to take on the clients you take on. All of those are your choice. Nobody else's. Just like,
but again,
you could choose to upload videos proving what you say is accurate, but you don't. Oh, I have to ask you for that, right? Oh,
you see,
really? Okay.
Do you even know what the definition of psychology is?
I don't get
What is psychology?
I don't care.
Psychology is the study of the mind and of behaviors. And in order to understand them, you need to separate them and treat them as separate entities. That's the reality. You don't give a fuck. That's the problem. You don't understand it because you don't want to read psychology.
The behavior of humans is not the same as the behavior of the dog.
It is. No, that's the problem. It is.
No, it isn't.
And if you read the fucking books, you'd understand that.
No, it isn't.
So give me Edward Thorndike. Do you think Edward Thorndike believed again?
Behavior is different than dog.
It's like arguing with a fucking brick wall.
Really?
And it all boils down to you do not want to read psychology.
You're going to say that? Because I don't give a fuck about any of this.
Again, you don't give a fuck. No, trainers don't give a fuck about psychology either. Nobody gives a fuck about psychology.
No. The point that I want to end on, Robert, is the fact that if I were so wrong and I didn't know jack shit, how come I have so much goddamn proof to back up what I say and you don't?
I got all the proof to back it up.
I've got
what proof do you have?
Yeah, I've got more live streams with my.
Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, whip it the fucking cock. My cock is bigger than yours. Here we go. Come on, let's do it.
It's about science.
Is this where we're on?
It's about evidence. Evidence. Yeah, because you're the science guy, right? So evidence rules the day. Well, I've got way more evidence than you'll ever dream to fucking have with my dog and client dogs, and yet you want to say I should read these books and your understanding is superior.
The books will make you better, but you don't want to.
No, the proof and evidence is what I give it to.
So, okay, you know what? We're going to end this on this note. So the whole discussion here was about, do we have free will or do we not have free will? And this is the age-old fight. This is the age-old thing. Okay? I don't believe in free will.
I didn't come here
you don't believe
free will when it comes to I don't care.
That's what the whole thing comes down to.
No, it doesn't.
That's what behaviors come down to, my friend.
I'm sorry, when people take dogs into their homes, do you think the dog has any say in that? No. That is an act of force. So I would think that someone like you would be against that. But
yeah, I'm against force.
Well, anytime
again,
you take a dog and bring him in your home, you are forcing them to live with you, are you not?
Again, it's the definition of negative reinforcement and the definition of punishment. You can't even define either.
Anytime you put a leash and a harness on a dog, you're putting force on that dog. So,
but you understand the mechanism of it. You can't define positive reinforcement. You can't define negative reinforcement. You can't define outward conditioning.
I don't.
You can't define punishment.
Why?
You don't give a shit. That's the problem.
What do those definitions? If I have all the evidence in the world to support what I say on my channel, why would I give a fuck about defining those words?
So, if your clients turn around and ask you what punishment means, what would you tell them? If your client asked you,
15 years, they've never asked me that fucking question. They don't.
No, I get it.
Like that.
Yep.
Because I'm there to teach them about the relationship between them and the dog. We don't have those discussions. It's
why not?
Stupid hypothetical. Why?
And that's the discussion. I have discussions with dog owners all the time. They love it. They love it.
No, this reminds me of the story my dad told me when he was at work, and the kid who came out of college and read all the fucking books wanted to come in there and tell them how to fix a problem in the unit. And they tried to tell him, listen, we fixed this unit for 20 years. I'm telling you, the way that you read it in the book isn't right. But he insisted.
Behavior.
No. He insisted they do it the way the book said. And you know what? He fucked up the unit. And
there's no fucking method to the psychology.
Had to say, man, you should have listened to the people with experience. Yeah.
There's no method. There's no method to psychology. That's the problem. Psychology is an understanding, not a fucking method. Yeah, it's not a technique.
And I've studied dogs for 15 years.
Well, you should try studying psychology. Anyways, I gotta get out of here. I got things to do. You know what? I'll send you an email. I'll send you an email.
You got videos to post. You got proof to put forth. So yeah, you have things to do, Robert.
I won't be done today.
Okay.
So once again, I'm gonna put the group link in the live chat here. People can feel free to get in here. And like I say, I'll take the ban off in a little bit, and I'll send you an email. Now that I got your email address, okay? And you come into the group and you ask the people what they had to do in order to get success with their dog. And then you ask them. You don't fucking demand it. You ask them nicely to show a video of your dog. You want to go? You want to meet people? You want to see the videos? Go talk to Peter Reeford. Go talk to Rose's Cancels.
Yeah, Peter Reeford. Come on. I like Peter, but that pit bull he's working on the same problem for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Come on.
Look at Rose's Cancels.
Right. Come on, so you admit it. 2 years on the same
it's
problem.
A relationship is a lifetime journey.
Oh my God. You see how ridiculous this is? Imagine going to a mechanic saying, hey, I need to fix my car. And say, no, it's a lifetime effort. It's going to take me a couple years to do that.
Actually, that's a great example. You take your car to a dealership. And you tell them, you know what, the starter's gone. They're going to replace the starter. It might not be a starter. It might be a fuse. Okay? So, now we got to get into a diagnosis. And again, we got to get into a cause. Because if the mechanic doesn't diagnose the fucking car, guess what? All you're doing is throwing fucking spaghetti at a wall. And this is where psychology really helps to diagnose.
But if he tells you it's going to take me years to fix this, you wouldn't accept that. In fact, if it took you years to solve any problem with a dog, I would say you didn't know what the fuck you're doing.
2 hours. That's the average thing. 1 hour assessment in the backyard, then you can watch the 1 hour assessment of a dog park in the backyard, and then we're done.
No, I want to see people in their homes with their dogs. That's where it matters. Not out in the fucking.
The homes don't matter.
Yes, oh my God. Homes don't matter.
Once that relationship is built, Jesus Christ, nobody. There's no solving nothing. There's no solving none of this, Kevin. Let's stop it right now. I got things to do. Okay.
Those of you watching, do the problems exist in the home or at the dog park?
The problem exists between the fucking relationship. There's no trust between dog and human. And once that trust is developed, all the behavioral issues go away. Period. End of sentence.
No respect. That's the problem.
Okay? Yep.
No,
and you can't force a dog to fucking learn respect.
If you can't show me that things are good in the home, then I don't give a fuck.
You know what? Go ask again. Go ask the group. How are things in your home right now?
The last time you invited me to the group, that's what I did. And then you
know what?
Me out less than a day later.
No, this is not going to get solved. So you know what? I got things to do. Let's get off the live. Join the fucking group and ask a question, okay? This is not even a conversation anymore. This is not even a discussion. No, that's the reality.
I wanted to hold your feet to the fire about some things, and I got.
You know what? You can feel free to do whatever the fuck you want.
I am satisfied with how this went. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate your time.
Oh yeah, but sit down and
listen, Robert. I'll give you credit, man. You showed up. Respect to you for that. Seriously. That's more than I can say about a lot of people. So I will give you that.
Well, let me tell you something. Let's talk about free will in the group. I got to get out of here.
All right.
Okay. You have a good day.
All right. You too, Robert.
I'll see you in the group.
Okay. Is this still on?